So, what do you think? Are you planning to use an Indian motor like the one you have under here? The drama at Orange County Choppers made the show. Enjoy how Mikey and Teutul talk to each other. Rick Petco Vinnie del Castillo. The crowd was interested in Teutul Senior and Paul Jr. Now that it's 2023, let's catch up with the cast and start with how well the show did. Few could have predicted how popular American Chopper would become when it debuted in 2003. Before the show, most people didn't know much about custom motorcycle building. American Chopper changed that by showing us that it's more than just putting parts together, it's a creative mix of engineering and art. The show had a huge impact, inspiring a new generation of builders and motorcycle fans with its intricate designs. Brand new methods and unmatched artistry. More people went to motorcycle events and gatherings, and custom chopper shops also saw more business. The effects of American Chopper went even further, resonating in the larger design and car industries. The skills and creativity shown in custom bike making were used in many other areas of design and craftsmanship. In addition to impacting craftsmanship and design, the show's story captivated viewers around the world. It explored the challenges and hopes of a family business, as well as the conflicts between family members. This universal story explored the timeless conflict between tradition and innovation, giving it emotional depth. This emotional depth, along with the love of motorcycles, made American Chopper a cultural phenomenon that left its mark on motorcycle culture and became an important part of popular culture beyond the roar of engines and the shine of chrome. The show showed the art, dedication, and precision craftsmanship that went into making each custom chopper. The way it mixed family drama with the complicated world of motorcycle building captured the public's attention. It gave viewers an inside look at the world of custom choppers and the complicated workings of a family-run business. With its interesting stories and cool choppers, the Teutul family's name became associated with American drama and craftsmanship. The show wasn't just about motorcycles, it also showed the complicated relationships in the Teutul family and the bikes they built. The cameras were rolling non-stop, capturing the good times and bad, especially the heated arguments between Teutul Senior and his sons Paul Jr. and Mikey. These touching stories became the show's signature, often overshadowing the bikes themselves. But it was this real, unscripted emotion that made American Chopper stand out from other reality shows of the time. American Chopper was one of the first reality TV shows to use the drama of a unique workplace as entertainment. It ran on the Discovery Channel for 7 years, from 2003 to 2010, and gave us a look inside Orange County Choppers in its early seasons. Paul Sr. took a hands-on approach, mediating conflicts when things went sideways and allowing situations to unfold naturally. But the show didn't just feature the Teutul family members but also a cast of employees who became fan favorites. Now after the show ended, you all may be wondering what became of the cast, so let's dive into where the cast of American Chopper is today, starting with the director and owner of Orange County Chopper, ERS Paul Teutul Senior. After the conclusion of the American Chopper series, Paul Teutul Senior embarked on a mission to keep the spirit of the show alive by maintaining a store with a new team. However, this endeavor took a challenging turn for the senior Teutul. As the owner of Orange County Choppers, he was determined to ensure the survival of his company by assembling a new team of motorcycle enthusiasts who shared his passion for building bikes. So in 2018, the TV landscape saw a revival of American Choppers during a time when there were reboots happening. Left, right and center new episodes were created for new seasons under the title American Choppers, but this reboot faced legal complications and Paul Teutul Senior found himself right in the middle of the legalities with legal disputes that started in 2017. Towards the end of 2020, Paul made a huge announcement that Orange County Choppers, once headquartered in New York, would be relocating to the sunny state of Florida. The vision was to explore new avenues in the motorcycle business. Paul also wanted to launch a new reality TV series titled Orange County Choppers Made in America. Unfortunately, his revival plans encountered loads of challenges, primarily of a financial nature, as Paul Sr. didn't exactly have the financial backing to bring the new show to fruition. But Paul eventually managed to secure Thomas Darbar's investment in the project. However, the unfolding events took an unexpected turn. Instead of channeling the approved funds into the show, Paul redirected the money towards his Personal interests such as fishing trips which led to delays in the production of the show and mounting frustration for Derbyshire. As a result, Derbyshire took legal action against Teutul Senior in April 2017. The legal battle revolved around allegations of fraud related to Paul's handling of the invested funds. Tensions between the two partners rose even more when Paul Senior tried to change the ownership terms that had already been agreed upon, hoping for an equal 50-50 split instead of the original 5,149 arrangements. For Toy's own financial reasons, the court battle ended with him losing the case, and the new show never went beyond the planning stage. Paul Senior chose to sell his expensive New York home. It was first listed for $2.9 million, which seemed like a fair price for the 39-acre property in Montgomery, New York State. However, the seller was under a lot of pressure to sell quickly. Under Paul's guidance, the price kept going down, and by 2019, the house was on the market for $1.6 million. Keith Overton is a tourism businessman and motorcycle enthusiast who is working with Paul Senior on a joint venture to revitalize and grow the Orange County Choppers brand. This partnership has the potential to pave a new path for the iconic brand, despite the problems and setbacks that have been encountered so far. Paul Teutul Jr. The journey of Paul Teutul Jr. as a metal craftsman started when he was 12 years old, and his skills in shaping metal haven't changed over the years. Jr. owned a 20% stake in his father's business, which they started together in 1999, but that didn't stop his father from firing him. When he left Orange County Iron Works, where he ran the railroad shop, he opened his shop in New York, putting him in direct competition with his father's business. Over time, he had even bigger goals, which let him express his artistic skills without family ties. This newfound freedom got him a lot of attention and helped him expand his designs into clothing and personal branding. He now has big clients like Blizzard Entertainment, which is a testament to his successful career. His ability to lead a team of employees marks his journey, demonstrating his dedication and hard-working nature. His estimated net worth of $2 million, which is more than his father's, shows his success. While Paul Senior is having financial problems, Paul Jr. is enjoying the growth of his career. He's even gone into history and given fans a unique chance to see the motorcycles they've seen on the show over the years come to life. This gives fans both a history lesson and a real connection to the iconic bikes that have been shown on the show. Mikey Teutul. The other members of the Teutul family have all done well on their own, but it looks like the youngest son Mikey hasn't had the same joy. Mikey Teutul played a significant role in maintaining harmony within the family and on the show. As an entry-level worker at Orange County Choppers, his first duties included cleaning and answering the phone. It was at this time that he teamed up with Vinnie to make the Mikey Vinnie bike. Mikey's friendly and warm nature made him a fan favorite, and he often helped Senior and Junior get along. However, in 2012, Mikey quit the show to find peace in his life and a chance to fix his relationship with his father. Besides being good at the workshop, Mikey is also an artist in his own right. He tried taking a different path and opened an art gallery as a way to explore his creative side and show off his work, including panoramic pieces. The gallery closed in 2014, but Mikey kept working as an artist by starting a web series called Wandering in 2016. This series, which he made with the help of another cast member Jason Pohl, was meant to bring attention to the problem of homelessness in New York City, but it didn't do well and caused more legal problems for the Teutul family. In 2019, the Gunnell family sued Mikey, saying that his company used Scott Gunn's work without permission and failed to give the needed royalties. Because of this, the court ruled in favor of Scott Gunnell and gave him more than $200,000 in damages on top of his legal battles. Mikey also struggled with alcoholism, which hurt his relationship with his father and put him out of any involvement in the Teutul family business. Mikey took action to deal with his addiction by going to rehab, and after making peace with his family, he returned to work as the assistant general manager of Orange County Choppers and later started Fark LC, a company whose main focus is on making pasta sauces. Mikey has been in a lot of legal trouble lately, but it looks like he's doing fine financially. Theo Vincent Dimartino. Vinnie's journey with Orange County Choppers began when he met Junior in high school. While Junior was known for getting into fights on the show, Vinnie was an important part of the group and the show's appeal. Vinnie started working for Orange County Choppers in 2002 but quit in 2007 because he wanted to grow as a person. After leaving Orange County Choppers, Vinnie decided to go out on his own and start 5 Force Customs. However, his new business had some problems at the start, especially because of the 2008 financial crisis, which caused the economy to crash and motorcycle sales and interest in custom modifications to drop. Vinnie had to rethink his business plan because of these problems in order to make sure he would have a more stable income. Vinnie diversified his services by adding routine car maintenance to his portfolio and operated 5 Force Customs for 5 years before transitioning to Dimartino Motorsports. But during the early years of the TV series, Vincent Dimartino was a fan favorite known for his exceptional skills and strong work ethic within the Teutul family's enterprise. But it wasn't until 2007 that Vinnie made the decision to part ways with Orange County Choppers, with rumors about internal conflicts having something to do with it. Following his departure from Orange County Choppers, Vinnie entered the world of business alongside his co-star Cody Connell, and it was with him that he co-founded a custom motorcycle shop called 5 Force Customs. But more on that later, because this venture was pretty successful, but it only lasted for 5 years. However, with the conclusion of American Chower, Vinnie underwent a transformation in his interests, shifting his focus from two-wheeled machines to four-wheeled vehicles, and in 2013 he made the decision to sell all his motorcycle equipment, using the proceeds to launch Dimartino Motorsports in Walden, New York. Remarkably, Vinnie's journey post-Orange County Choppers was successful, proving that he could thrive without the constraints of Paul Senior, because he's even talked about feeling limited in his ability to progress while he was working there. While Vinnie is one of the fans' favorites, he wasn't the only one who worked on the Teutul Smeet. A skilled blacksmith and metal worker named Rick Petco became famous for building and making bikes over the course of his long career. In 2000, Rick met Paul Senior at Daytona Bike Week, which led him to move to New York in 2002 and get a job with Orange County Chopper as a bicycle repairman and later as a southeastern distributor. Rick made several appearances on the show and became known in the Orange County Chopper family. Rick is also a dedicated family man with 2 daughters who faced the challenge of a daily 90-minute commute to be with his family. It didn't take him long to realize he needed a change, so he got a job as the head fabricator at Pocono Mountain Harley-Davidson in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, where he helped customers customize their bikes and honed his skills in custom manufacturing. His varied work history includes working in several industries linked to furnaces and bending metal in his spare time. Nick used his creative energy to make handmade knives for his company, RPD & Company. He also started working with metal and now makes and sells a wide range of metal items, including chef knives that are known for their high quality. Best of all, he runs this business from home, which means he can spend more time with his family. Don Cody Connolly. Cody's involvement with Orange County Choppers and the famous TV show American Chopper began at a young age. As a young apprentice, it was clear that he had a real love for the art of motorcycle artistry. Cody eagerly immersed himself in the intricate details of motorcycle construction. He showed a remarkable talent for building custom motorcycles. His meticulous attention to detail, unwavering love for the craft, and never-ending quest for perfection marked each project he worked on. His story at Orange County Choppers is about growth. Cody transitioned from being a novice technician to a professional one. We will always remember some of the most famous Orange County Chopper builds for their exceptional craftsmanship. In reality TV, where intense strife and dramatic stories are common, Cody's exit from American Chopper happened in a quiet way, leaving fans wondering about his future. As he walked out of the spotlight on TV, Cody's love for motorcycles never wavered, so he teamed up with Vinnie Dimartino to start 5 Force Customs, which we already talked about. Their partnership was based on mutual respect and a shared love for motorcycle craftsmanship, which led to a successful relationship. Drawing on their combined experience and history, 5 Force Customs quickly became known in the world of custom motorcycles. Cody's commitment and accuracy marked every motorcycle that left their shop. But Cody's journey didn't end there. In addition to his work with 5 Force, he worked with other craftsmen on custom motorbike events and explored different areas of the automotive and motorcycle industries. He stayed away from mainstream reality TV. Cody kept strengthening his skills and adding to the field, which helped his name in the business grow. He was known for his amazing craftsmanship, which made him more famous than his role on the popular TV show. Cody's efforts have definitely left their mark on the world of custom motorcycle building, bringing attention to the fine craftsmanship that goes into each one. There were effects of American Chopper, the show that gave Cody his start, that went far beyond motorbike building. Cody's journey was only one part of a show that fans all over the world loved. He was clearly not the only cast member. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Everyone in the courtroom was shocked when Teutul Senior, the famous motorcycle builder, walked out in an orange jumpsuit. It was shocking to see how he had transitioned from being a well-known celebrity to this situation. His involvement in a wild chase on one of his custom bikes marked the beginning of it all. It turned out he was involved in something much more complicated than anyone had thought. At the trial, they said he'd pulled off a big heist, but there were hints that he might have stumbled upon something even bigger. People couldn't make sense of it all. Was he really a criminal or had he just been in the wrong place at the wrong time? The judge banged the gavel, and Teutul was taken away, leaving everyone confused. No one knew the real truth because the trial happened behind closed doors, which is what kept people talking. What was the whole story? Did he stumble upon some state secrets? The answers were so important that they had to be kept from the public. Don't forget to leave a comment below with your hashtag subscriber pick and let us know what you think. Now, let's move on to the next section. James Pole Jason was the show's famous designer, known for his unique style and rare disagreements with Paul Sr., who used his time on Orange County Chopper to launch his own design career after American Chopper. Jason worked on a wide range of design projects, both motorcycle-related and not. His unique style, which combined new ideas with practicality, made him a well-known name in the industry. Jason has been enjoying being a dad and posting sweet pictures of his kids on social media. As an industrial designer, he has kept a lower profile on social media since the show ended, but he has expanded his interests from motorcycle design to the wider field of industrial design. Pole kept appearing in reality shows like American Chopper Senior vs. Junior and Orange County Choppers in 2013. However, there was a memorable moment during an episode of American Chopper Senior vs. Junior when Pole didn't like some criticism from Paul Sr. Anger quickly escalated, leading the designer to hurl a motorcycle off a lift in a fit of rage. Now Paul works as a brand ambassador for SolidWorks, where he talks about his experiences with the company's tools and explores what can be done with them. He also runs his own company called Jason Pole Designs, where he works on projects like making a CNC machine, which is an important tool in the manufacturing process. Outside of work, Jason divides his time between his wife, kids, and other family members. Before joining Orange County Choppers, Jason's journey took an intriguing turn. He didn't immediately go into the world of custom motorcycle design because he had other goals. Before his time there, Jason served in the Marine Corps, which taught him discipline and values that would affect his work later. He didn't go straight into the world of choppers. Instead, he enrolled at the Illinois Art Institute to earn a bachelor's degree in fine arts to strengthen his creative skills. In 2004, Jason's journey led him to Orange County Choppers, where he became an important member of the team. He worked hard and showed off his design skills, but he didn't get as much screen time as some of his co-workers. In fact, his outstanding work earned him a net worth of over $500,000. An impressive number of people admired Jason's calm and focused approach to his work. He became famous for taking on challenges without complaining and keeping his cool, even when he had one of the hardest jobs on the team. Jason had originally planned to stay in the U.S. Marine Corps, but fate had other plans for him. His unique skills and dedication led him into the world of custom motorcycle design. even though he wasn't very well known outside of the American Chopper reunion specials. Paul Senior and Paul Jr. made a TV comeback about 10 years after the show's cancellation in a 2-hour special on Discovery Go. They worked on a difficult project building a helicopter for the famous American roofing and siding company ABC Supply Company. The special aired on February 24, 2020, and gave them the task of finishing the final helicopter for the former Orange County Customs Company by 8 p.m. The task was to be completed by 8 p.m. on the same day. Even though they still had problems with each other and had a tense relationship, the project forced them to put those problems aside and work together again. At first, Paul Sr. insisted on having creative control over the helicopter construction, and he seemed to reject any possible contributions from Paul Jr. Despite the setbacks. Paul Jr. viewed this as an opportunity to reconcile with Paul Sr. Given the show's huge success, it was only a matter of time before networks looked for ways to extend the saga or capture its essence in new formats. Fans looked forward to the reunion specials because they wanted to see where the Tuts and their families had been since the first show. The specials not only gave fans a nostalgic trip down memory lane, but they also showed how the family was changing and how the world of custom motorcycle building was constantly changing. Additionally, the world of American Chopper grew through spin-offs and related shows that tried to capture the magic of the original while offering new perspectives. Different views. Some of these shows went into more detail about the technical side of building bikes, which helped fans get a better sense of other reality shows, like The Craft, tried to be as popular as American Chopper, by showing how cast members' personal lives changed outside of the Orange County Chopper's workshop. However, they failed to hit the mark and become as popular as American Chopper. While American Chopper cemented its place in pop culture, it's also important to look at what's going on with other members of the supporting cast. The show had a lot of different characters, and each one added something different to the show. While the leads often got all the attention, the supporting cast had a big impact on the story and dynamics of the show. Now, let's check in with the supporting cast of American Chopper and see where their lives have taken them since leaving the show. Mr. Ron Salisbury. This is the person who brought his special set of skills to the Orange County Chopper team. He was an expert in electrical systems, which made sure that every chopper was not only a work of art but also fully functional. What happened after American Chopper? Ron Salisbury broadened his interests by getting involved with car electronics. His expertise is in high demand in the field, and he has worked on many custom projects. Ron loves to travel outside of work. He has taken photos of his trips around the world and shared them with his fans and followers on social media. Mike Rowe is best known for narrating American Chopper and hosting Dirty Jobs, but he has a career that goes far beyond TV. After leaving American Chopper in 2010, R continued to make a name for himself in the entertainment world by hosting a number of other popular shows, such as Deadliest Catch, Ghost Hunters, and Returning the Favor, where he showed amazing people making a difference in their communities. In addition to his work on TV, Rowe has also spent a lot of time pushing and advocating for trade jobs, supporting skilled labor, and stressing how important it is to work hard. Rowe has also started his own business, making a line of whiskey called Profoundly Disconnected and clothes and accessories that were inspired by his love of skilled labor. His work and advocacy have earned him awards, such as the Distinguished Eagle Scout Award from the Boy Scouts of America. He lives in San Francisco. Mike is still involved in several ventures that have a big effect on both the entertainment business and the larger talk about the value of skilled trades. Latest TV show he worked on. The story behind the story is based on his show with the same name, which gives listeners a unique look at stories and the entertainment industry. Jim Pratt. From 2007 to 2012, Jim took over as the narrator of American Chopper after Jason Pohl left. During this time, Pratt also lent his voice to other TV shows, such as Out of the Wild, The Alaska Experiment for its first 2 seasons, and Airplane Repo. While some famous people are still easy to find online after leaving the spotlight, Jim Pratt seems to have taken a more private path because he isn't very active on social media. According to IMDb, his most recent work was as a radio announcer on the network TV show Bob Hart's Abshola in 2019, which starred Billy Gardell and Fall Olu. Jim Pratt's journey beyond American Chopper is still pretty unknown, and it may be difficult to find out more about his career after narration because of how private he is and how little he posts online. But since he's still working in TV, we're sure he's not complaining. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.